Hey everybody, we're back with d3 as our first move. Hopefully we can get revenge for yesterday's loss. d3 is the first move. Not looking great though. d3 is not exactly the move I want to start with, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Here we are again. Do I do this? Do I... How to play this? Okay. Let's bring out the bishop. Let's try not to spend too much time. I'll probably move the king back, centralize the rooks. Let's move the king back. Move the bishop over here, seems fine. We're threatening the pawn, I imagine it'll push. Then we can begin centralizing the rooks. I am unafraid. I'll take the pawn. If they go here, I can jump back. I'm not in a rush to move back, I think. I do kind of want to centralize my rooks. I don't see any tactics or anything like that, so let's prepare ourselves to castle by hand. Okay, now they're threatening to take and then win the pawn. Actually, yeah, I'm not a big fan of what I allowed. I'm not a big fan of this. Well, it looks like I'm giving back. I'm giving back the pawn. But you know what? That's life. Let's do it like this, though. This seems to be the better way. Alright, they take that. Do I move the bishop? There's nowhere to move the bishop. Incredible. Okay. Let's go here. This will come with a check. Oh, so will that. Oh, come on. Surely it's not this, right? That allows... that allows, Dang, I let both of my pawns get doubled up like that for no reason. What a silly mistake to make. Let's start thinking about how do we salvage this? Whoops. We don't want to exchange a pair. Let's go here. If they take, we undouble. That solves one problem. I can push and then try to exchange, maybe. Although, again, I have to be careful about that. Okay. Where do I want my bishop to go? I can move it here, here, or here. Let's move it here. We're threatening a quick pin. They're not going to be a fan of that. So I imagine, what, they move back? Whoops, they move back, perhaps? The one thing I have going for me, yeah, is this this bishop. I think the bishop's slightly better than the knight, although I am a big fan of the knights, so, you know. And yeah, we'll just try to exchange off the double pawns. Instead of having double pawns, I have an isolated pawn. So much better. It's incredible what the human mind is capable of. Aw, man. That was not smart. I let another pawn drop for no reason. Do I want to do this? No, I can go there. Do I want to do this first, though? Now that's the question. Let's do it. What's their rating? 1849? I don't think they're going to go for a repetition. I imagine they'll either move their rook there or, yeah, up there, perhaps. I think they're going to go here or here. They do. What a wild sequence that would be. Let's move the king over. Maybe I should have moved it there, to be honest. Oh well. Okay, once again, I can take... Go here. They can take, but I can take that. It'd be a little risky. Also, if I take... They could... And no, I don't think they'd do that. In general, the bishop is stronger than the knight, but I do like getting my rook in here and just eating up their pawns. Let's do it. Ooh, if they're smart, they will go here. No, then I just block like that. I don't think that's the play. Oh well. I feel like I'm playing faster, but I'm down 3 minutes, so, you know, and I'm down a pawn. Really, unhappy with how I play. Alright. They go there. I will not do that. And if they go for that, I can take that. Maybe I shouldn't have moved the king back. Oh, I'm so stupid for that. Oh my gosh. Where's the resign button? What can I say for myself? Don't drink and play chess. Let's play another one. H4. Oh, not a rematch. H4. Meaning, jeez, H5. Alright. And If I do this, they're just going to push, I feel like. Almost anything I do, they can just push. I mean, they could take in that case as well. Let's do this. If they push, I can at least get my bishop out. If they capture, I can do this. If they go there, we'll see. Let's bring out the bishop. Let's bring out the bishop. Do I bring out the knight? I don't think I bring out the knight yet. Move the pawn. Now I feel a little better about potentially developing the knight. Or I could move it there. I don't think that's really worth it. Moving it here seems a bit better. No, that's not smart. I could do that, I could do that. I'm a little worried about this infiltration. Because I kind of want to do this, but that would allow this infiltration after the queen trades. So instead, I also have to be worried about this as well. Jeez. Not a huge fan. I don't think that's the right move, or I don't think that's the best move. But it's the move I'm going to play. Let's bring out the knight. I could try... No. This is very well defended. So this would only target this pawn, which could, just move forward. Queen can not move there, but maybe here, protects it. My options don't look too great. I'm going to push the pawn. Let's see what they go for. I could see something like this going on. They take. I want to take back with... Not with the knight. Yeah, I don't think taking back with the knight makes sense. King doesn't make sense, of course. Let's go with the queen. They go there. I could offer the trade. I'm not confident that's in my interest, though. Sure. That's not... They're going to exchange bishops, and I just gave up my great bishop. I would say I should play a little more slowly, but, I'm not playing slowly. Or, I'm not playing quickly. I just gotta think my moves a little bit better. I guess I had to make it a rule. Don't drink and play chess. Sometimes it can work out, but not this time. It seems like I am trying to pawn. I imagine they defend it in one of those ways. Do I have any aggressive plays? I mean, that's an aggressive play. I can go here too. Okay, if I go there, they take... I want to do this, but I give up the knight. Surely that's not worth it. Although, I take there. They probably move the bishop here. Take. Or rather take... No, because then they could take there. Huh. It's tempting, though. You know what? I don't usually play this kind of chess, so let's go for it. Offering up the pawn. Now, maybe I consider... What the heck? I'm not entirely sure what this is going for. I can push. I like pushing. What if they take with the pawn, then I take back? Okay. Who do I take back with? Probably the bishop. Because, I mean, if they take back, right, this is very strong. The knight would potentially support the queen infiltration. If I take with the knight first, and then the bishop recaptures, I don't think there's as much synergy. So let's take with the bishop. I could be completely wrong, of course, but you know, I'm down 3 minutes, so let's play it. I normally play more positional chess, but you know, let's mix it up a little bit. Plus, I think the position called for it, especially with the knight wandering over here. You know, at some point, if your opponent, depending on how your opponent plays, like, you just have to make certain calls. I'm gonna go back, swing my other rook, or maybe this rook. Not sure yet. I feel like they might be tempted to move the queen here. You know... Alright, now what are they going for? They're hitting the bishop. They're also threatening this pawn. Let's protect it. This bishop's not hanging. It's protected by both the knight and the bishop and the rook. I'm interested in pushing this pawn at some point. I also kind of like the queen infiltration. For my opponent, the knight moving there could be good. They get the check. Then they back up. That's still a bit... You know, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's scary. I'd be scared if I were them. What the heck? Very bold move. If they go there, they can move there. I move up. The queen has to move at this point. And she has to protect the knight. No, she doesn't. She could retreat back, and if I took, this is a discovered check, and I lose my queen. I could also just ignore this for the moment. I don't think I'm in such dire straits. Let's move the rook here. I could move this rook there as well, actually. Okay, let's see what they're planning. I got a couple ideas on this side. I like pushing. Let's push. If they move forward, I would take, probably with the rook. If they, well, they can't capture that way. If they push up twice, it's not really threatening my bishop, but still a bit annoying. Don't I just have this? Am I mistaken? I can take that for free. They have to move here, otherwise I get checkmate. I think my opponent will resign because I don't really see how they defend this. It looks really bad for them. I think I can even pre-move this move. They move here, I go there. What? Like, how do you defend? You can move the knight here? That's still checkmate. You move the queen up. I mean, you know, you got a block. That's still mate. Let's do it. Well, good game to my opponent. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, don't drink and play chess. I think moving your knight out here was kind of a mistake. If I had to give my autopsy report. This move also felt weakening, but it might not be wrong. There are some advantages, like they can move the bishop back, protect, but yeah, but then they moved their queen out here. That was very, very brave of them. And I think it was overlooking some of the natural advantages I had, such as having my rook there. So, you know, I was eventually able to take advantage. And yeah, I don't know what this move was. Whatever, maybe they thought they were going to scare away my queen. But, yeah, you know, not the best defense, but it happens, right? Like, you know, after my last game, I can't really talk. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, we'll be back next time. Bye.